Hello Pokemon trainers. So this is not a Pokemon Go video to the regulars of the channel, but it is a very special video. So I'm playing my 3DS and playing Heart Gold. You can see me in the reflection. And well, Team Gloom, Ho-Oh, Feraligatr, which is a HMMon, Crobat, Dragonair, and Haunter. Unfortunately, Haunter is a trade evolution, and I do have a very overleveled Kadabra, which is also a trade evolution. And I'm returning after many years of having started this game, and I'm going to complete it. I've completed the Johto gyms already, and that's the over level 60 Kadabra, which very powerful. Gloom is very underleveled, and everything else is pretty underleveled except Ho-Oh and Kadabra pretty much. So let's get some XP on the rest of the team. And well, with Heart Gold, it is 2 sets of 8 gyms, 2 Elite Fours, and there's also Red, which definitely going to take a lot of training to prep my team for Red, but here we are. We got to defeat the rest of the Kanto gyms. So I've played a lot of Pokemon games. Pokemon Go, if I've enjoyed it the most. It gets me outside literally. Not on a 3DS, but I've played a decent amount of Pokemon on DS and 3DS. It's where I fell in love with the games, but was never that good. And this was one of the farthest I've gotten on a games, which completed the Johto gyms, became the Johto champion after defeating Elite Four, which with the Kadabra is pretty nice. Psychic is very broken into it, and having battle items is very handy. But we also did defeat the first 3 gyms, 2 or 3 gyms for Kanto, and then I stopped. So remaining gyms, pretty good position with having a legendary, which is very nice. And it is grass type Pokemon, poison type Pokemon, which Kadabra can just destroy, but also Ho-Oh is very much helpful. And modern day Pokemon games are much easier, and the Pokemon Company, they definitely want to cater towards kids, and I mean, this was super exciting, and I do still have the Pokewalker. I'll definitely be making a video on that in the future. The Pokemon Go before Pokemon Go. And onto a gym leader. Now, Jump Pluff. Ho-Oh is going to Torch with Sacred Fire. And I also actually PP'd up my Ho-Oh because I was like, I need this legendary to carry me. I needed these powerful moves to be able to be used more, because that's kid logic when you're a 10-year-old kid. Now, I got to like this far. Definitely was not when the game was released, not in the first year. Years later, but still plenty young enough to just be naive. And of course now it's going to be easy with all the tutorials and just seeing how easy knowing all the ways to get through the games. But subscribe for more Pokemon content like this. Let me know if you want to see us streamed. Definitely do want to make more videos like this, main series Pokemon games. Got a lot of games to clean up. And I also have a Soul Silver copy, which much earlier in progression, so I'm definitely going to plan on finishing that. But first, we have Heart Gold. And Kadabra definitely carry with that. Hello, getting kind of nuked by Ancient Power, of course. And we bring back Hello, because Blossom is puny. It's not going to have Ancient Power. And we're going to play it safe with Fly, which they get Sunny Day. I mean, I should have just been throwing Sacred Fire, but it's fine. We are going to have no problem. And they do have a Citrus Berry, which not going to be enough to save them. They do outpace. They do have faster speed. And it's truly such a big change, going from pretty much mostly Pokemon Go to the main series games. And if you do the vice versa of it, then yeah. But Rainbow Badge achieved. And for Cancer Gym number 4, we gotta go on a bit of a goose chase, following the story. And like, this stuff definitely is part of the reason why I've not completed the game yet. Just not wanting to look up guides, but here I am now, doing it. And here we are, we defeated Team Rocket. And we have to find a missing piece, yeah. Gonna be able to go back to the power plant to fix up the power plant. And yeah, woohoo, we can go find Misty. On Route 25, interrupted Misty, and she is going to be back at the gym. Gonna easily fly. And now, if you noticed, Feraligatr is nicknamed Silsa. I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue why I nicknamed it, but it's a starter. I am an avid follower of you need to keep your starter on your team to beat the game. That is something that I've held true. And in my Soul Silver copy, I have Meganium, which, yeah, fun. Absolute garbage Pokemon, but grass type. And definitely going to have some use. And I got one shot by Psychic from the, oh my gosh, Golduck survived 1 HP. Full restore. I go to just try to save PP, which is fine. I mean, 10 PP on Psychic is plenty, but Stormy is a Psychic Water. I do go for the Thief, and it is brilliant getting rid of that Citrus Berry. They did disable my Psychic, which is a problem. And they're going to be recovering. Okay, that's great. That's great. Now, when it comes time to defeating Red, well, I'm definitely going to have to grind up levels a lot, which, yeah, it's going to be fun, but it is what you have to do to defeat Red. I'm not going to overlevel, because this game, it takes so long to get XP. I'm definitely going to definitely skipped a lot of trainers in the areas of this game for completing it, but I wanted to just get to the gyms, because the Pokemon are, Kadabra can hard carry a lot of the battles, but having Ho-Oh. And I did use my Master Ball on Ho, which definitely going to be trying to complete the Pokedex in the game. And, well, going to have to maybe try to find a way to get a Master Ball over. But next gym defeated. Onto a nice poison type, which there's some decoys. Nidoking, you get one shot by a Pokemon 21 levels above. Next person is another decoy. Not too bad, not too bad. They have 3 Pokemon. Okay, that's annoying, but Psybeam is going to just easily destroy. And another Pokemon gets one shot. Let's go. Now, the first DS, 3DS game I finished the story in its entirety is Omega Ruby, which is a lot years later than these Heart Gold Soul Silver games. But why not now? Why not now complete Heart Gold? And not going to teach Moonlight. Maybe later, but here we are into the actual gym leader. Of course, the one I skipped thinking it's a decoy. It is the actual gym leader. And a main Kadabra is kind of just going to destroy. There is 2 area doses, and it is better to have XP on something else. Because Ho-Oh, and I do not bring in Ho-Oh yet. Would have definitely been smart to just have Ho-Oh for these Ariados. But it's fine. Ho-Oh can still deal with what comes in next, Venomoth. And I do make the switch. Now, these games are made easier if you have it in the switch mode between knocking out Pokemon, being able to swap. And I'm just going to keep it that way. Maybe when I finish Soul Silver, I will switch the mode. If that's possible without resetting save file, but maybe I'll just avoid doing any swaps. And of course I don't one-shot the Weezing. Oh, Full Restore, great. Thankfully I have PP up on Ho-Oh. And one of the things I really enjoyed about these games were the contests, the challenges. Basically, bring your Pokemon through obstacle courses to get battle points, which was so fun. And on the D-pad, the bottom half of the screen. Oh, yep. Next gym defeated. And a full odds shiny. I got myself a full odds shiny Goldie. It was late at night, and you're not gonna have the recording of my true reaction. But oh my gosh, I cannot believe a shiny Goldeen. I did not bother buying repels. I just was like, I'll just run away. Pokemon a low enough level. I didn't really know how much Pokédolls I had, and how much, if I would need them for the gyms later on, especially for Blue, because I just wanted to maybe cheese instead of spending a lot of time grinding up levels. But Nemo, and you can see those stats. They're different games. I'm definitely going to be playing the games, trying to get some good Pokemon for it. And yeah, 1 in over 8,000 chance for a shiny, wild shiny. That was absolute insanity. It's just a jackpot. As a Pokemon Go player who has had such a fun time catching easy shinies left, right, center, especially with community days, getting a full odds 3D DS game shiny. Oh, and this game has one of the guaranteed shiny encounters in Gyarados. Well, that was nowhere to be found on my box. So yeah, you could either guess I defeated it or released it, probably defeated it because I did not know any better. So yeah, I caught a full odds shiny before I caught the set encounter guaranteed red Gyarados. Insanity. And that was the only Snorlax of the game. Not too bad, not too bad. Okay, now we have Brock's Gym. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy for Silsa. Surf. It is an HM, but it is also pretty okay water move. Physical water move, that's what's important for Alligator. Nice. And we have Brock, which is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy. He does have 5 Pokemon. And it feels painfully slow. It felt so painfully slow going for playing the game compared to Scarlet Violet and like BDSP, which I have not actually beaten yet. Going to have the Elite Four up next. And of course, I bring in the grass type for Rockslide when for Alligator could handle it better. But let's just could have a safety net. Actually, I already have the EXP share on Gloom because I was like, let me get this grass type up. The funny thing is, I'm pretty sure it needs a Leaf Stone to evolve. If I recall correctly. Narrator Logan, let's look it up. Yep, gonna need a Leaf Stone. Oh, I could do Blossom actually. I think I'd want Blossom with the Sunstone. Yeah, so Logan who picked Pokemon with either needing trait evolutions or items. I did get myself an Arcanine, which is really cool. It's just Ho-Oh is just the legendary. I'm not going to avoid using Ho-Oh for Arcanine. And Brock defeated. One of the best remakes game ever. And on to the next gym. Thunderfang, of course. Yep, Thunderfang. I didn't know, but I was like, I really don't have another Pokemon for it, but I do have Dragonair, which I want a Dragonite. Because it's Dragonite. It does take a lot of levels. And I do have 6 red candies, which will save me time later on when I'm like trying to get my last bit of Pokemon up to high enough levels to go compete with Red. But for now, Ho-Oh into the Ninetales to not get taken out by fire moves. And yeah, this is not too bad. Of course, I do not need to battle the one on the left. But Torkoal gets destroyed. On to the next person, Magma. Time to get not 1 shot, 2 shot. Okay, and they outspeed. So I'm going to have to use a battle item because I do not want to go to the Poké Center. Because I'd rather just use battle items. Surf destroys a new one. Okay, I actually haven't used battle item yet. But potions. Yep, I potioned up. Yeah, of course they get the burn. Of course. Totally fun. I do still one-shot the Macargo. And I burn healed. Totally only just burn healed. But here we are, onto the gym leader. Macargo in the lead. We are a bit damaged, but it's fine. We leveled up. Woohoo! Level 43. Sunday day. Okay. Yeah, that was brilliant play. Let's see how much. Oh no, they outpace. And they nuke me with overheat. Okay, well let's bring in hello. Ground or rock type would be very handy, but okay, they have Thunder Punch. Yeah, great coverage. Nice coverage, of course, for water types. They survived on 1 HP. Oh my gosh. And this is why. These are the things that I was like, nope. I barely survive. I barely hang on. I'm 5 HP. Going to bring in Kadabra because over leveled, let's easily win with 10 levels higher. Psychic doesn't one-shot, they flare blitz. Do they take themselves out? They do. Nice recoil damage. And that leaves one trainer left. One gym leader left. There's a puzzle, which I am not showing. But we're here. Woohoo, magic editing. And blue. So, everything's healed up. We have scouted the team online. Executor. We have pressure. Sacred Fire does this one shot. They are 2 levels higher. They barely hang on. A Trick Room. Okay. I'm going to stall at the timer. And they are going to full restore, which I will take. Because this trainer blue. Yeah. They're going to Trick Room again. Okay, so I'll happily take that. Because now I can fly, and then I can Sacred Fire. So I'm like, is so strong? There's Gyarados on the team, which they bring in Rhydon. Which with they use my own son against me. Can I bring in Silsa or can I bring in Gloom? Self-heal, which self-explanatory for self-heal. Pokemon that has a move that can heal itself. And Stone Edge, 80% chance. High chance for crit, and they crit me, of course. I mean, I may have barely survived and then get outsped, so bad either way. The sun did fade, so I needed that turn. Just a little bit of shame, no XP for self-heal, but here we are. Executor comes back in. And we have hello for their Executor. And now I'm going to go Fire Blast. Because I could risk a move missing on this Executor, but it doesn't. Going to swap into Kadabra. Let's destroy. Gyarados, yeah. I don't have any electric moves. Psychic, 2 shots. Gyarados, and they're going to Dragon Dance, which would potentially just sweep me if they got another one up. If they outsped me with a physical move, they may have been able to take me out because I am a glass cannon. Arcanine comes in, it gets an Intimidate, but I'm a special attacker. So now, kaboom, getting them under half. They flare blitz. And the frailty of Kadabra. Whoo! And Arcanine survives. Arcanine survives if I had potentially just a better roll on damage. And they're going to full restore. It's not the worst thing for them to full restore on up against me, but here we are. They're going to flare blitz again. It is resisted into my Firebird. Hello. In a pretty nice position. We're going to land that fly. Is it enough for the KO? It is a crit. That crit may have mattered. I think Arcanine is okay for physical defense. It's going to stay in because, yeah, it's a fighting type. We're going to fly. And, well, I got sniped from the sky. Having no one-turn flying moves on my hello. Yeah, that's very useful. Okay, let's just cheese them now. Revives. The lovely battle items. Let's revive mid-battle with Dragonair as the sack mon. And because we are so fast, thankfully this glass cannon is super fast. Psychic is going to one-hit KO. As it is level 14 levels higher. And honestly, even levels, it may have been enough. Definitely a few levels higher, I would imagine. And Pidgeot, last Pokemon, not going to one-shot. As it's neutral damage, they return, which, okay, time for, you guessed it, revive fodder. You did pick Silsa. Going to revive the Kadabra. Can I hang on to return? I can. Unfortunately, I am not going to outpace and take them out. But, thank you, Silsa, my starter. Couldn't have done it without you. The first Pokemon for this journey. And then, kaboom, we send Pidgeot out of here. And I've defeated Blue. For the first time in my Pokemon history. Defeated and completed the Kanto gyms. After a decade of the games being out and me having the game for like a decade potentially with the DS. And Professor Oak called. It is cool how they have the phone. I've gotten a lot of phone calls from Mom, and I just have ignored. But I've given her a lot of money because it is cool that money is sent to the parents when you win battles. But shiny Goldeen, full out's shiny, just insane. And my name is Logan. That is my name, real life name. And that is my trainer name in most of my games. Snorlax is, of course, Snorlax that I caught earlier. It's got leftovers, which is handy. I'll definitely have to grab that. Maybe I'll train up Snorlax for red. But here we are, visiting the Professor Oak. And it's so nice being able to walk around with your Pokemon. Gave me an HM. And he congratulated me on winning all the Kanto badges. Lovely. Mount Silver. Can't wait. And subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content. I upload daily Pokemon Go videos. Go Battle League if you enjoy that. Now this type of video will be not a daily thing, but I'll try for at least a bi-weekly thing with Pokemon games. Hope you enjoy the battles. And if you're new to the channel, thank you for watching. Please stick around. Got lots of exciting stuff planned. And goodbye. Thanks for watching.